Hello students, already we started discussing the concept of which one? Human reproduction. And I told you in my previous session, the reproduction occur through few events starting from gametogenesis even up to where? Parturition. So in this session we have to discuss with which one? Gametogenesis process. But to understand gametogenesis, how exactly the sperm is formed, how exactly the ova is formed, to understand this, first we should know the reproductive system of male and female. So the next 1 to 2 hours of session, what I will do is, we will first discuss the male and female reproductive system. Once you get the thorough knowledge of it, then we will begin with which one? The gametogenesis, followed by that the development of the embryo. Is that clear? So let us first begin with male reproductive system. Male reproductive system, then we will discuss female reproductive system, and then we will proceed with gametogenesis. Okay, now the male reproductive system, it is located in which region of the body? It is present in the pelvis region. Which region? Pelvis region. What do you mean by pelvis region? It is the area between abdomen and thigh. I repeat, what is pelvis region? It is the area between abdomen and thigh. Right, legs in the middle, that area is called pelvis region, where major part of the male reproductive system is present. While discussing female reproductive system, I will mention the female reproductive system, it is present in the pelvic region. Instead of pelvis, in the female I say pelvic region. Enadru vyathyasa ideya idaralli ಹೆಚ್ಚು? Yes, a difference can be seen. What is pelvic region? Hope you know that our pelvic girdle bone is which one? Coxal bone, alva? 2 coxal bones are there. Okay, that coxal bone, along with that, on the vertebral column, the last 2 bones, what are they? One is the sacrum and the last one is the coccyx. I repeat, just try to assume the 2 coxal bones, they are basin like structure, right? 2 coxal bone visible, and the vertebral column last 2 bones are yadu sacrum and coccyx. The area encircled by coxal bone, sacrum, coccyx. I repeat, the area encircled by coxal bone, sacrum, coccyx, that entire area is called pelvic cavity athawa pelvic region. Is that clear? A little difference can be seen. While answering, be careful. Where male reproductive system is present, it is in the pelvis region. It is the region between abdomen and thighs. Alva, what is the pelvic region? It is the region or the cavity encircled by coxal bone along with sacrum and coccyx. In the pelvic region, female reproductive system is present. Anyhow, let us begin with the male reproductive system. Try to understand here. In males, we know that the primary sex organ is which one? Testis. The testis is mesodermal in origin. Testis is which dermal? Mesodermal. Even the ovary, that means both testis and ovary, nothing but gonads. Gonads are which dermal in origin? Mesodermal in origin. Now, when the male baby is in the mother's womb, okay, assume it is a male baby. I'm going with a rough sketch. When the male baby is in the mother's womb, during 7th to 8th week of embryonic development, maguvina 8th week andre which month of pregnancy? 1 month, 4 week. If you take it as an average, it is in the 2nd month. During 2nd month, that is 8th week of the pregnancy, in the male baby, a pair of testes will originate in the abdominal cavity. I repeat, a pair of testes will develop. will origin where? In the abdominal cavity. They grow there only. Now, when the male baby attains 7th month of pregnancy, 7 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆಗುವಾಗ ಆ ಮೇಲ್ ಬೇಬಿಯಲ್ಲಿ few changes occur. What are they? In between the legs, okay, this is the abdominal region. The abdominal skin will outfold. Abdominal skin will outfold and form a pouch called scrotum. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ? ಮಗುವಿನ 7th month ಅಲ್ಲಿ abdominal skin will outfold and form a pouch called scrotum. Okay, now if you look at the scrotum internally, it is divided into 2 compartments by a wall called scrotal septum. By a wall called scrotal septum. Divide the scrotum into how many compartments? 2 compartments. Now, during 7th month only, what we can observe here is a canal formation can be seen, which is already developed. Okay, that canal we call it as, this is neat point, note it down separately. I will introduce you few important need points. The other I will discuss in detail in the need session. Try to understand. During 7th month, through which canal? Inguinal canal, the testes start migrating. Through 7th month, through inguinal canal, testes start descending, testes start migrating, and finally the testes descend through inguinal canal and get settled in which one? Scrotum. And later the testis will be permanently present in the scrotum. So the expected need question is, what is the origin of testis? Tell me, the origin of testis is abdomen or scrotum? It is abdomen. Later it gets settled in the which one? Scrotum. Is that clear? Now the question raises, when all parts of the male body are present inside the body, why it is the only testis present outside the body in the pouch called scrotum? Right? No, when all parts are present inside, why testis is extra abdominal? Why testis is, note that point, extra abdominal, outside the abdomen? The answer is the production of sperm inside the testis require 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. I will write here, require 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, 2.5 degrees Celsius less than the body temperature. Yes, what is your body temperature? 37 degrees Celsius. The production of sperm inside the testes require 2 to 2.5 degree less than body temperature. Then only we can expect the production of sperm, and this lower temperature is maintained by whom? Maintained by the pouch called scrotum. Is that clear? Suppose if the scrotum fail to maintain lower temperature than the body temperature, it may result in what? Sterility. If failure of the scrotum in maintaining the lower temperature may result in what? Sterility. Testis fail to produce sperm. Hagagi lower temperature is required. Who maintain the lower temperature? Scrotum. That is the reason why scrotum is also called thermoregulator of, complete ಮಾಡಿ, thermoregulator of testis. ಯಾರ್ದು? thermoregulator of testis. Can you answer me? Which is the thermoregulator of the body? Male or female? Don't say scrotum. Which is the thermoregulator of the body, both in male and female? It is hypothalamus of the brain. Entire body 37 degrees Celsius maintain ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು ರೀ? Hypothalamus. That's why it is called as what? Thermoregulator of the body. But ಈ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವುದು? Scrotum. Is that clear? This lower temperature favor spermatogenesis, formation of sperm. That is the reason why it is said that the male has to avoid taking very hot water bath that can affect the spermatogenesis, wearing tight innerwears, very tight jeans. A male who is riding the bike for continuous 6-7 hours, a male who is working in industry where the temperature is very high, in all these cases there are chances of failure in maintaining the lower temperature. In such cases male can suffer from what? Suffer from infertility or the so-called enagbodu sterility. Is that clear? So the origin of the testis is abdomen, later gets settled in the scrotum. That's it. I want to share with you one important neat point. In some rare clinical cases, what may happen is the testis may fail to move down. You doctor observed that in the just now born male baby, when you check the scrotum, okay, the testis is missing. Either one testing may missing or both the testis may missing. It may be unilateral condition, bilateral, leave it. Just try to understand, if the testis fail to descend to scrotum, that condition can be called cryptorchidism. Note it down separately as a neat point. Cryptorchidism. What is cryptorchidism? Failure of the testis to descend to scrotum is called cryptorchidism. You observe that baby is having this condition. What you will do? You will tell those parents that to wait for 2 or 3 months. Okay, you will tell the parents to wait for either 2 months, 3 months. It is all depending on the condition. Okay, in some cases there is possibility that after few months of birth also, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ನಂತರ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ರೇರ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ, surgical correction of cryptorchid testis. Note down, surgical correction of cryptorchid testis. Andre the testis which is struck in between, one which failed to come down, is called, that surgical correction is called orchiopexy. What is orchiopexy? Surgical correction of the cryptorchid testis. Is that clear? In majority of the carnivorous mammals, testis origin is abdomen. ಕೇವಲ humans ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, in case of dog, in case of cattle, majority of the mammals if you take, and even the carnivorous, right, the testis later gets settled in which one? Scrotum. Okay, now next we have to discuss the structure of testis. Now we will study the structural view of which one? Testis. Very important point in this. I told you already about which one? Scrotum, lower temperature, 1 mark question. Now the next heading, structure of testis. I already told you it is which germal in origin? Mesodermal in origin. When you take a vertical section of the testis, first I will take a vertical section, in the next I will take a transverse section. We will study both. Okay, when we take a vertical section of the testis and focus in the microscope, the wall of the testis is made of 3 layers. Wall of the testis is made of how many layer? 3 layer. They are, the outermost wall of the testis is called, the outermost wall of the testis is called tunica vaginalis. Outermost layer is called tunica vaginalis, followed by a middle layer, this is very important, note down, made of dense fibrous connective tissue. Note down, made up of dense fibrous connective tissue and is called tunica albuginea. Very, very important. Okay, middle layer called tunica albuginea, followed by an innermost layer which is called tunica vascularis. Hope it is visible. I will write here tunica vascularis. Name itself tells to you, vascularis, rich with vessel, rich with blood vessels. I repeat, the wall of the testis is made up of 3 layers. The outermost tunica vaginalis, middle tunica albuginea, neat point made up of dense fibrous connective tissue, inner tunica vascularis, rich with blood vessels. Now tell me, which is the middle layer in the wall? The middle layer is tunica albuginea will enfold. Tunica albuginea enfold, tunica albuginea enfold and form 250 compartments inside each testis. Due to the infolding of tunica albuginea, how many compartments are formed? 250 compartment, and each compartment is called testicular lobule. 1 mark question. What you will call the compartments of testis as? Enanta karitiri testicular lobule. How many? 250. Now, inside each testicular lobule, nothing but compartment, you will find 1 to 3. Number is not fixed. 1 to 3 highly coiled tubes visible. Let me make it tube-like. How many? 1 to 3 highly coiled, or I can say convoluted. Use ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈ term? ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. PCT, DCT, proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule. What do you mean by convolution? Means highly coiled. Note down, each testicular lobule has 1 to 3 highly coiled, okay, functional unit of the testis. What is that called? Seminiferous tubules. 1 mark question. Seminiferous tubules are the structural and functional unit of the testis. Okay, each seminiferous tubule which is coiled present in the lobule, inside the production of sperm occur. These sperm travel through the tubule and many such tubules will join. Many tubules will join and form. Many tubules will join and lead to a network of vessels. Hope it is visible. Lead to what? A network, a branched, the network of vessel. This network of vessel is called rete testis. What is that called? Rete testis. Now, these network of vessels, visible, right? These network of vessels later lead to 15 to 20 narrow vessels once again. These narrow vessels are called vasa efferentia. What is that called? Vasa efferentia. These 15 to 20 vasa efferentia pierce the wall of testis, come out of the testes and lead to a 6 meter long, how much? 6 meter long, highly coiled, 6 meter long, highly coiled tubule. This 6 meter long tubule is called epididymis. What is that called? Epididymis. What is the length? 6 meter. Present inside the testis or outside the testis? Outside the testis. If you assume this as a testis, over the testis you will find a 6 meter long what? Epididymis, okay, which can be divided into initial part called head of the epididymis, middle body of the epididymis, last tail of the epididymis, and finally the tail of the epididymis lead to a 40 centimeter long tube. This is called vas deferens. What is that called? Vas deferens. Is that clear? I repeat it, very important, try to understand. The tunica albuginea, the middle layer, will infold and form 250 compartments called testicular lobule. In each lobule, we will find 1 to 3 structural and functional unit of the testis called seminiferous tubule, inside which sperms are formed. Hope you can imagine. These sperms passes through seminiferous tubule. These seminiferous tubules join and lead to a network of vessel visible. This is a network of vessel called rete testes.